Hello, hello, hello. This is Party K. I thought I should share my experience. I am in class in an African university going on right now. I'm also driving home. That's my GPS. That is me there, Party K. And drive with me for a few minutes just to show you the struggles of an adult student, an adult international student who needs to work. I just came from a meeting for my clinical work. And I had the class that was beginning half an hour from my meeting. And as she said, the rest is history. Yeah, I have your posts here, but I can just show you some of written which section, of course, that and how much has somebody contributed. For a thesis, if you converted your article into a thesis, most of the time, this is winter. For masters in other countries, that's why they recommend that the student must always come first. In most of Kenyan universities, the student becomes the first author. But in some universities for masters, the mentor is fronted, and the student comes next. For PhD students, they can come first in those countries. But in our context, the student is usually given more credit by coming first to on the work. Street. So you can have two supervisors, and sometimes it is difficult as a student to decide whether which one would be challenges of a working international students. When they believe yes, they should be, the struggle is real, but it's doable. So discuss this as you write, discuss with your mentors, discuss with your supervisors on who will appear first, and then reorder the names. In 1/4 mile, turn left on Burncoat Street. To a journal. Now you have sorted the scenery is beautiful. It looks sunny, but it's very cold, very cold indeed. Now you want to select turn left on Burncoat Street. I just mentioned some of the aspects for you to consider when selecting a suitable journal to publish in. And one of Party K. The selection criteria could be the publication speed. So sometimes you have, ideally, we have articles between submission to acceptance takes between 5 to 25 weeks in some instances. In 1 mile, turn right on I-290 West. Submission to acceptance it takes 8 to 31 weeks. And submission to acceptance takes 13 to 15 weeks. Of course, I've ordered them. In some cases, we have had some cases where you submit your article today and it is published the same day. Of course, that is a clear sign that is a predatory journal. Because beautiful neighborhood. The articles have not undergone in any form of review. You find even the typesetting has not been done well. The paragraphs, the arrangement of all these things are thrown all over, and it doesn't seem like presenting your work in a good way. Of course, some people think that if the submission and acceptance period is longer, that's Bangkok School. Then that is a credible journal. You can also have a trash journal where the submission takes long. there is an article I submitted in one of the journals in 20 during Corona. That was
it's a middle
2020.
school. But I know we have
And
some
only last
college
year
students also
they
going
brought,
there.
The review report. I had actually forgotten about it. I was thinking of withdrawing the article. Then the review report came in, and that was a number of years later. This does not necessarily mean that that is a good
The
practice.
struggle is real.
It can slow you down as a postdoctoral student, especially if your graduation is pegged on a submission of a published article.
Turn right on I-290 West.
Normally I also review for those journals that take that long, but because I don't earn anything, I keep pushing the work on the side. Sometimes even for 3 months I'm just looking at the work, but I do the review in one day, meaning that the same quality of review would be done and submitted. And if all the reviewers did that, then even these journals most likely would publish. Some journals wait for a specific period because they have a specific time
on I-290 West.
of publication. If they publish a media, then they have to wait until that time before they publish. So that also explains the extended period. The more modern publishers usually take less time.
This is Massachusetts, Worcester in Massachusetts.
They're trying to correct the mistakes of the former publishers, either by giving a motivation to the reviewers through payment, or allowing them also to publish their articles in the journals that they are reviewing for free. So this allows easier or faster
In 3/4 of a mile, take exit 18
and
on the right
that means
toward
that,
Route 9, then
the
keep
response,
right.
with the response of the author, then the work might be published in a shorter period than all the expected period of 1 year or 5 years in some instances. So the publishing speed matters because for you are looking at a credible journal. You are also looking at the quality of your work, and you are looking at the graduation.
Take exit 18 on the right toward Route 9, then keep right.
Another criteria for selecting the journal is by
Keep
looking
right
at
toward
the impact
Route 9.
factor. And the impact factor relates to the citations based on or dependent on the time after publication. So normally, if you look at most publications, the highest citations usually come at around the 3rd year after the publication, because we have articles which are being submitted. For instance,
Turn right on Salisbury Street.
might not have a lot, because if articles which are citing your work are only being published a year after, then you can see a rise on the impact of your
In
paper
3/4 of a mile,
as the years
turn
go
left
by.
on
In the
Park
second year,
Avenue.
there is a rise and it goes to the peak.
This is the city of Worcester.
Then it also depends, and you start receiving less and less
In
citations
Massachusetts,
as the
United
time goes
States
by.
of America.
Because as even supervisors, they will encourage you to cite more recent studies.
The struggle is real. That's my GPS.
Of work that has stayed for
That's my
20
class.
years, because the knowledge is also dynamic.
I thought I wanted
There
to share
might be
this
new
experience with you
innovations
guys.
in the field. There must be new discoveries that can be challenged from the work of 20 years
The
ago.
class is being recorded, so I can review it later. That's the advantage.
Selection of a suitable publisher or journal will also depend on your focus area. If you are in education psychology, then we expect that you look for a journal that is within that area. If you are in physical sciences, then a journal should be in that particular area. Sometimes your target audience might
Turn
go
left on
beyond
Park Avenue.
your field of linguistics, for instance, and you want it to go beyond and focus on other audiences. So this might require you to publish in multidisciplinary journals where everybody who is looking for knowledge and
Turn
not
left on
specifically
Park
in the
Avenue.
field might access that particular knowledge. Then it also depends on the type of manuscript. Are you writing a full article? Is it a book chapter? For full articles, usually
See the way I'm dressed? It's winter cold. It looks sunny outside, but it's very cold. It's at 19
Then there are
degrees.
also letters or just rapid communication. You're working on a particular component, or you're looking at a particular pathogen, you're looking at a particular virus, and then you've made a discovery. Then you have to communicate quickly, make a short communication of this significant address if you're looking at the mutation.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on Highland
Virus, for
Street.
instance. Then you make a discovery, you make a short communication, and it's allowed in scientific writing. Then you can have book reviews or paper reviews
In 1/2
where you
mile,
comment
turn right on
on
Highland
already
Street.
existing applications. So another criteria for selection of a journal is the references. You look at the references of your work, look at the people you have cited the most, and it will help you narrow your choice of journal, because you'll definitely see where they have published and submit your article in the same journal.
Turn right
So
on Highland Street.
the key questions for you to ask when selecting a journal is whether it is peer reviewed, who is the journal audience, the average time taken to publish the work or to print your book, and the journal impact factor, because this is just a summary of what I've been talking about. So once you've decided on the type of journal that you're submitting your article to, then you need
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
you do not need to submit the same article to multiple journals.